Hi, my name is Daniel Noah, and I'm the Digital Media Manager at Partners Federal Credit Union. And I'm going to walk you through how we went about producing and constructing our commercial for our Descendants 3 Synergy campaign last year. Now, for all of our Synergy campaigns, as you see here, we have some sort of a premium, a giveaway that if you participate in the promotion that we're doing, you would receive. And these are exclusive products that only Partners provides, and they're made in partnership with our Synergy partners, in this case, Disney Channel. And we use storyboards. These storyboards are drawn in a program called Procreate, and then animated in After Effects. You need the team, in this case the marketing team, to have a solid understanding of what the promotion is going to be and be able to say, yes, this is within what we're trying to do. And this was sort of the basis of the design aesthetic. We tried to find, in this case, a Partners cast member that feels spiritually and visually similar to the characters in the Descendants 3. We only use Partners cast members or cast members of other parts of the Walt Disney Company or Partners members to be the on-screen talent in our commercials. This is so that the members of the community we serve will recognize themselves in our promotions and videos. The background here is a combination of some of the creative assets that we developed, that the designers developed at Partners for the campaign, with smoke elements that are real smoke elements, filmed smoke elements, that we can lay over the footage with a transparency, and then I can colorize. This portal is developed using a program called Sabre, which is produced by a company called Video Copilot. I don't know if they use it when they make the Descendants, but it looked pretty similar to me. In a shot like that, you have the background that we create, and then the Sabre plugin over that. And then inside the portal is our actual branch in Burbank at Buena Vista Plaza. As drawn, we're looking at the front of the branch, and in the real footage, we're looking at the back of the branch. And this is because when Julie and I went to film this, and we looked at the angles that we could get in real space, we didn't want the final shot of the commercial to be this image. And you'll see here that the branch itself, we never filmed in the branch with the performer. We filmed the entire commercial here. This is a little multi-purpose room in our administrative office, and we set up a green screen set with lights. So in order to get this shot where it was wide enough that we could see her head to toe, I actually had to be outside the room. There was not enough space in that room. And as you can see here, there's all sorts of other stuff in the shot, and that doesn't matter. When you're doing a green screen composite, the only thing that matters is what's around the actor. Because the green screen is set up a certain way, all of her shots are filmed the same direction. So we actually move the performer. That's really where the storyboards from an effects perspective are really helpful, because you have to keep oriented. Which way is she looking? You know, which way is she pointing? And then we follow that exactly so that when we go into the edit, everything makes sense. And that can be very difficult. It can be a very difficult way to work. Here's the original storyboard for the ending, and you can see, well, this is the front of the branch. And it was also in the other storyboard, so they can't both be used. One of them has to change. And you just have to decide, you know, which one's gonna be better. Because we filmed it like this, as you see, we could have technically at any time changed it. But again, the final image, you want it to be something interesting. And so this is the farthest point from the camera that we could get. And then we shift her to the center of the frame. And then with this shadow here at the bottom of her is completely fake. There's reflective lighting on the floor and the walls. There's a lot of just environmental things. There's reflections on her. All sorts of things that convince you that she's in a real space when in fact she's just inside our office. So with a shot like this, you have the 3 levels of focus, the portal element, and then the background of the portal, which is pulled from the other scene because it has to match. This doesn't exist, this world, and we only have limited assets, so we can't create an actual full 3D space. This ground here in the close-up is the same as what's in this shot, just angled slightly different. And once it changes, this has to be different. So now you have a view out this way. And then when we see her again, you see behind her, and now we've got more rock, and we've got smoke coming out of that fissure on the right. And there's even some purple fire on the left there. And then you're seeing the slight reflection of the branch. And so once she steps through, you have to see something that makes sense. So if you imagine this, there's this whole 3D sequence that's been built that's actually behind that effect. And it is being rendered in real time. And then she's now in front of it, and now we're in the branch. And so you've got sort of 3 planes of existence in this one shot. And that's always part of our pitch too. It's like, how does this commercial sort of pay off for us? And the idea here is, we have a cast member stepping from a magical world, into our branch. And our branch is a real place, although to depict it, of course, we have to use technology.
Well, thank you for watching this behind-the-scenes look at how we produced our commercial at Partners. Stay tuned, because I know we're going to have some more special looks coming to you very soon.